Okay, so I added a shop to your queue. If you'll see your name, one shop, it's Washington Square. It's an EPMS type form. So you just click on the link and the shop comes up. And so you can see there's nobody requested. It was a shop anyone. And these match Tamika Williams and Tamika Williams. So then you can just come down here and Shayla Platt is the shopper. You want to click on this to make sure she has backup. Washington Square. Property manager. Well, she probably didn't have any cards, so she probably gave her the property manager card. We'll see if it says that. But Washington Square is correct. So I'm going to click on her just to make sure there's nothing we need to know. I'm looking at her logbook. All right. We'll just see. Nothing super important yet. Okay. So you can see that there's no phone call. I mean, she didn't make a phone call, but there's not a recorded phone call for you to listen to. So, according to this, well, she put a note was sent to her on the same day as an email and telephone call, which is probably not true because it's difficult to send a note to someone's house on the same day the shop was completed, but we'll look and see. Okay, so nothing there to know about. So you click Edit Report. Okay, well, maybe so, because the shop was completed on the 1st, so we'll go ahead and leave the note on there. Agent phoned, she put anyone. You want to know who actually was shopped? And right here, Tamika Williams. So that's who you want there. The date of the call, she says, was March 1st. Time of call, and it tells you right here how they want it to be helpful. So it says 110, so that's supposed to be capital. Length of call. They don't want any seconds when it's not recorded. They just want you to round, so it would be 5 minutes. If it's a recorded phone call and it says 5 minutes and 11 seconds, then you would put 5M 11Fs, which I'll show you in another video. No other calls. Her name here. You want to make sure the visit date is after the phone call if it's a regular shop, and this is. 1:33, we're going to round to 1:30. Now this she says was 39 minutes and 24 seconds, so we are going to round this to 39 because that's closer to that. And then you want this to be capital. Windy, rainy, and cold. There's never a period here. They always just want it to be a list of the weather conditions. So then, if I can drag this down, it says save, so you click save. And then you'll have this, which as you see over here, that was the header. Now it's going down the list as you click save, but you can select any of these randomly if you need to go back into any of these sections. So shopper information. This needs to be the shopper's name that she gave us on her profile. This is the name she gave on the telephone and the name she gave on site, which should match unless the special instructions say otherwise. Guest accompanying shopper, she didn't have anybody else coming with her, so none. Relationship to shopper, because she didn't have anybody else coming, it'll be NA. You can see here it gives you a little clue about what to put. Even if the shopper was not asked this information, they must put what they would have said. So if they say was not asked or they NA this address, then you can go in their profile and get their address and phone number and email. But For the traffic source and the apartment size they said they wanted, if it's not written in the report, you'll have to email the shopper for the information. So that all looks good. Traffic source, she put a coworker referred me, but we're going to change that to referred by a coworker. No period. Sorry, my screen's dimming because my charger keeps popping out. Apartment size, 1 bedroom, just 1 is capitalized. And then once it, tells you right here exactly. So this date, this is how you're supposed to write the date. So March 15th, 2017. Pets, none. Occupants, 1 occupant. Reason for moving, want to be closer to work. They want just this section to be in present tense. So Shayann. You're going to use her name. Shayann wants to be closer to work. And that will be a complete sentence. And then Shayann wants plenty of closet space and kitchen, and this Shayann wants plenty of closet space and a spacious kitchen. Okay. And then you'd save that. Now this is the executive summary. Sometimes I leave this and I come back to it at the end because these are questions about how the leasing agent did, and you want to make sure it's accurate. So we'll come back to that after the rest of the report. So then I'll come over here and just go to telephone call. You just can't forget to go back to it. This is one of the only sections that will be in quotes. None of the other stuff should be in quotes unless it says exact phrasing. So thank you for calling Washington Square Apartments, comma. This is Tamika. You want to make sure this is all in correct grammar and sentence structure. How can I help you? And then quotes. Identify themselves? Yes. Obtain your name? She says yes, use your name. Tamika had an inviting attitude over the phone, so that's fine. Ask for your telephone number. Additional contact information? Well, not the mailing address. This is the telephone, okay. On the actual shop, if they ask for their ID, but they don't specifically ask for their mailing address, this would be selected yes. But this is a telephone call, so no is okay. Email address, how you knew about the community, the size apartment, move-in date, number of occupants, pets, price range, specific needs, and if they ever put special needs, you need to change that to specific. It's just EPMS preferred language. Visit the community or community website or company website. No. Okay. Describe apartment features and community amenities. So they want to put the leasing professional a lot, which you need to take out, and put the leasing agent's name, which in this case is Tamika. And then at the end of editing, you can email the shopper and ask her to please use the leasing agent's name rather than the leasing professional. And right here, you want to make sure they don't just put Tamika described apartment features and community amenities. We need to know exactly what was told or shown. So Tamika described the pool areas and the neighboring park. She also said that laundry was in the lower level of the building, so that's fine. Create urgency. Extend an invitation for you to visit. Even if they ask to visit, then this would be yes. Set a specific appointment time. See, she put this like a question. When are you available to come view the community? So, Tamika asked when I was available to come view the community, period. Offer directions. Were you motivated to visit? So the telephone conversation with Tamika was informative. She asked the important questions and wanted to know what my must-haves were for my new apartment home. She told me about the apartment and the surrounding area and what it had to offer. So you can't just put that, obviously. That's not a really good summarization of the phone call. So, part laundry area. She didn't tell you anywhere in here what features she said that were in the apartment. So we're going to have to email her and ask what features were mentioned on the phone call because we need more detail than this. She only said laundry was in the lower level of the building, and that's considered an amenity, not a apartment feature. So I'm just going to save that for now, and then we'll go back and email her. So I'll go into return to shop page, send shopper email. Let's see. Let's see. Section of the report. So on the telephone section of the report in the summary, you said the leasing agent told you about the apartment features, but did not mention which features specifically. Can you please let me know which apartment features you were told about? That's a question. Thank you. And then you want to do it as important because we need her to write back and then send. And then if you'll see, my email shows up right here. So then we can go back into it. Actually, I'll stop the recording there because it lets me do a max of 15 minutes and it's almost been 13 minutes. So I will start again and we'll go over the rest of the report.